Good afternoon, listeners. I welcome you all to the Global Tutor YouTube class. My name is Hussein Ibrahim Adewale. The subject we have to consider for today is economics. And we are looking at a topic which is one of the paramount topics in economics, known as basic concept of economics. Now, of economics, basic concepts of economics. As we all know that economics is being defined by Professor Leonard Robbins as the study of science. We study human behavior as a relationship between ends and means which have alternative uses. Now we should all know that all this man is mentioning are the major concepts of economics. And the concept of economics are wants, scarcity, scale of preference, choice, and opportunity cost. These are the 5 concepts of economics, which we are going to look at it one after the other. Firstly, we have to consider the wants. We are looking at what we call wants. Based on the definition of Leonard C. Robbins, which says that economics is a science that studies human behavior as a relationship between what? Ends. The word ends mentioned in the definition is what is talking about wants. And therefore, when we talk of wants is said to be insatiable needs of a man. Want is said to be insatiable want, needs, or desire of human beings. Now, when we say want is said to be insatiable needs or desire of human being, we should all know that what in this life, human beings are what they can never be satisfied with a certain want or desire. And therefore, economics has led us to understand that when we talk of the needs of a man, it is majorly classified into 3, which others are now what can set in. The 3 major needs of a man are food, housing, and clothing. These are the major needs of a man. The first thing a man will think whenever he wakes up in the morning is food, which Yoruba people always say in their adage by saying that what tó ń jẹ́ bá ti kúrò nínú ìṣẹ́bùṣe, which means that what when a man is able to fill his stomach, all the necessary need is what is being fulfilled. Therefore, the first thing a man will think whenever he or she wakes up is to want to think of what to put into his stomach. After then, a man will now reason that what, where am I going to lay my head at the night? before now thinking of what he's going to put on his body. When all these three major needs of a man has been what satisfied, therefore a man will not think of some other tangible goods, such as car, telephone, video sets, and so on and so forth. After this, the other needs of a man can be said to be services. And when we say services, we talk of tailoring, carpentry, which means that what tailoring there is talking about, who are those people they are going to help us to amend our clothes, put our furniture into orders. And when this is being put together, the want of a man can also continue rising. For instance, in most of our various homes, we discover that what the young one among us, they can never be satisfied. If you look at it, for instance, in your environment, you will discover that the young one, whenever they wake up in the morning, after the mother have given them what the food to eat, on going on the way with their mother, they call their mother attention to many people that is doing what? Trading and what? Buying and services. For instance, now, if a baby see someone selling pop-off on the road, he will call his attention of the mother. Mommy, I need pop-off. Mother finds way to get the pop-off, and the baby still decide to say that word, Mommy, I need yogurt. The mother will still get this. All these are the needs that a man must fulfill. And furthermore, the want of a man can also be seen as what? If you look at most of what is reigning in the fashion, if a man were able to get this particular what dress, other one will surely comes in by saying that what I need this, I need that. Man can never be satisfied with one particular want. As a result of this, want is one of the major concepts of economics. We should know that this is one of the what concept of economics. We should all know that what, since human wants are numerous, as they are satisfying one particular want, other one will surely continue rising up. And now we look at this now, most especially our wealthy people in the society. Far back in 1990s, the most reigning car after that time is what? Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz. But time goes on, they were able to get this Mercedes-Benz. Now, 2000 back, we had of what? Hummer Jeep. They still run and get this Hummer Jeep, which means that man can never be satisfied with one particular want. As one is being satisfied, other one will come in. That is that under want. Now let's look at the second, which we call scarcity. Scarcity. Now, among the concept of economics we are talking about, scarcity happens to be the greatest and greatest among the concept of economics, because the study of economics will have not be irrelevant without scarcity. That is why sometimes we can even say economics is the study of scarcity. Look at it now. When you talk of scarcity, you will look at it that what majorly scarcity means what a situation when a certain commodity is not in abundance. Are we getting that? When a commodity is not in abundance. And when a commodity is not in abundance, it surely means that what we are lacking the commodity. But in economics, the word scarcity there is talking about the resources that we use to satisfy the unlimited want of a man. What are we saying there? We not say scarcity. can be defined as the limited resources used to satisfy the unlimited wants of human being. Like I said, scarcity can be defined as the limited resources used to satisfy the unlimited wants of human being. We discovered that what human wants are numerous. The resources to satisfy these wants are relatively scarce. They are not in abundance. Automatically, man will now make sure to rationalize and manage what they have to get the unlimited want. Let's look at it for instance. If a student is willing to have textbooks, notebooks, stationery. Let's look at this now. And if we look at this now, textbook, we assume that what it costs what 5,000 naira to get all the textbooks. While the notebooks it costs what 1,200 naira. The stationery is now 500 naira. This amounts to 6,700 naira. Which means for a student to have this, a student will need 6,700 naira. But let's look at it. The 6,700 naira is the resources to satisfy this want of the students. By looking at this now, and the student does not have up to this, therefore there will be, that's what we call a scarcity of the resources. And as a result of this, the student will not be able to get all these wants. And mere looking at scarcity itself, we said that what is the major concept that led to the study of economics. And looking at this now, since it's the major concept that led to the study of economics, the study of economics will be irrelevant if all the needs of a man can be fully satisfied. But because of the resources to get all these needs is relatively scarce, the study of economics becomes relevant. Look at this also. According to Adam Smith said that economics as a subject is irrelevant without scarcity. What this man is trying to explain to us is that the study of economics all lies on scarcity. Therefore, without economics, the subject called scarcity, the subject called economics will be irrelevant. Now, I would like you to know that in our next class, we continue from this. So I expect you to watch out for the next video of our class. Good day.